And so we're back making another video of Samba. After quite a long hiatus, it's been about 5 or 6 weeks since we've had a lesson. And I've been riding her every day this week. Right here, we're starting to work on just stop and go. And I like the way she's keeping her head down here. She stops without throwing her head up. Very nice and easy. Unfortunately, this doesn't translate under saddle, as you'll see here in a minute, but she's doing very nicely here. She's really paying attention, and I wish I could understand what I'm doing differently from the saddle that makes her throw her head up. That was such a nice stop. And I give her a little nudge on the side to get her going again. So this is all good. Here I set up my camera on the side of the arena because the end where I usually ride is all full of snow. And this part is all thawed out now. So I set my bucket there to mark the middle of my frame, and I seem to still go out of the frame a lot, but at least that's my guide. So here I'm just riding Samba around in a circle, and I'm trying to practice the same thing, just stop and go, with mixed results. I mean, she tends to throw her head up when I stop her. Here I'm trying to get her to do a turn in because she's kind of going off the circle a little bit. She keeps dribbling on, so I stop her again. And I want her to take one step a turn in. Okay, not too bad, and then stop. And she does, but she throws her head up. So we're not in sync too well here. The thing I find about riding in the middle of the arena and trying to make small circles is that now she drifts out on both ends. She's only got the two fences on the sides to contain her. When I was riding her at the end of the arena, it was only open on one side of the circle, and that was the side she drifted on. Now she drifts out at both ends. So this is more challenging to me. I still don't have total control over her as far as steering her. But what I'm trying to do here is just ride in a circle. Every time she gets off the circle, I stop her and make her take a step a turn in to get back on. And when she makes a flat side to the circle, I try to give her a step of move out to get her to go outward. So that's all that's going on here. I knew this video wasn't going to be much to write home about, but it seems like I've forgotten everything I was learning, and Samba was doing so well right before I had to stop. So it's frustrating. But she does have her little moments when she drops her head very nicely. Just like that. And here I'm asking her to take a couple of steps of move out and stop, which she does. So I thought that was just a good place to stop for the day. And this is some footage from a different day. Here I'm getting ready to give her a turn in because she's starting to get off my circle. And that wasn't too bad.
It's a nice turn in.
On this particular day, it seems like she was keeping a quieter head position and not throwing her head up so much. I've noticed that when I have a lot of tension in my arms, she really fusses at the bit a lot. So I'm trying to just keep a real soft contact, let her put the put the weight in the reins if she wants to. And it kind of helps her to put her head down a little bit more. And there she does a pretty nice stop. She seems pretty square there. I'm asking her to take a couple steps of move out just to get going again, which she does. And there's a stop. Or she might have misunderstood me there and thought that I wanted her to stop there. She had been stopping right in front of the camera and she was anticipating it there, I think. So there I'm asking her to take a few steps of move out to get out onto the circle again. She's a little stiff right there, and then she relaxes into it a bit. And I'm going to do a little bit of trotting with her here. So all I have to do to get her to trot is just say, trot, and off she goes. And I don't know how I ever taught her to trot like this. When she's in the pasture, she trots around with her nose up in the air, like most horses. But when I'm on her, she does it like this. I would love to be able to teach this to Prairie so I could ride his trot, which is very big and bouncy. And here I'm experimenting with changing the bend there. She kind of lost it a little bit, but I thought that was quite an interesting experiment. And here she's waiting for me very nicely before taking off again. And I'm just going to ask for a couple more steps of trot. I'd like to know how to keep her going at the trot, because she tends to do one loop around and then peter out to a walk. Do I keep goosing her in the ribs? Do I just cluck? How do I keep her going? She's got like no tempo at all. I would like for her to just keep trotting until I tell her otherwise, and teach her to do a downward transition. Right now she's calling the shots and she decides when she wants to walk. And I know that's not right.